Hello everybody, it's Vertical Sandwich. Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VII. We're going to go take on the Battle Arena. I'm going to show 2 series of Battle Arena fights, and then I'm going to show you us buying all the items. I do want to say what we're about to do is completely optional and takes a lot of time. Like earning all the BP you need. I had to do like 100 per series. It was about 100 BP would get me about 40,000 battle points. So talk to this lady. She'll say, "Are you here for the battle too?" And you go, "That's the idea." "I like fighters, but hate those who are all talk." Okay, good. Now, all we have to do is go win 8 battles in a row, and we can talk to her again, and she'll give us something cool. But, if you leave the battle arena, you lose your points. So, I don't know if that counts going down the stairs or not. So, I wouldn't try it. So, here we go. So, you get to pick one person. They have to fight by themselves. So make sure you have a lot of good items, specifically something that'll cure Frog, so Maiden's Kiss. Something that'll cure Small, so Cornucopia. And, you know, and your enemy skill materials with really cool enemy skills. The first couple battles will be really easy. Now, as you progress in the game, mainly by what vehicle you're driving, things will change. So you want to do this kind of stuff as early as possible if you want easier battles. And what will decide how many battle points you get are, well, we'll explain that in a second. As soon as we kill this rolling claw. Okay. So, it'll ask you for to keep going, and then you spin this thing and it gives you a handicap. Like, what handicap you get, the worse the handicap, the better the point amount you'll have at the end of this. So, I'm going to show you 2 different runs. I'm going to show you this run, which is actually my first run. And then I will show you the run that got me the most points. And I'll show you about a little over 10,000, 11,000 was about the best I could do. So, the point bonuses are pretty small. You always start with 10 points for winning the first battle. But they don't really go up. And you'll see it shows you how many points you have in between each. So now we have 20. Which is... And now Summon Materia Broken should help us out a bit. Broken materials, broken weapons, broken armors, all that's really good stuff. Half hit points, those things are decent handicaps. Now, there are things that will completely cure you, or Lucky 7 will give you no handicap, and those are horrible for your point value, but good if you're in trouble. I like how it says off course. Yeah, that blue thing that was flying by, that's the cure button. And this guy, oh, this guy sucks. This guy inflicts you, I think, with darkness. And, not a big... Yeah, Refuse is his status attack. And it's like poison and just... Maybe it's just the poison. But it's obnoxious anyway, because... But that's what we have White Wind for and stuff. Now, keep in mind, whatever stats you go in with, as far as if your MP or your hit points are full... Those are the stats that you're going to come out with as well. Because this battle's for fun. And he got us right away again. Just a jerk. An absolute and total jerk. So this kind of stuff, half MP, there's a 0 MP. There's obviously no 0 HP one. Also, before you decide to do this, make sure you're not a multiple of 4 for levels. Because these guys will cast level 4 suicide on you. And, man, that would be devastating. I didn't even think about that before this battle. You cannot learn enemy skills in the battle arena. It's something you need to know. And we're not quite strong enough for Master Magic to take those guys all out, which is just crazy. So we do end up clearing out all the materia and accessory items out of the battle arena, which takes about 75,000 points total. I did it in 2 shots, where I did the most expensive one first, and then went and got more GP. Did I call it BP earlier again? Ugh, stupid British Petroleum. Anyway, I went and got more GP, and then came back and did a whole other series that I didn't even record. I was so tired of recording this. I ended up with like 12 full recordings of just gold saucer stuff. When I'm saying full recordings, I mean like 20-minute long recordings. Just crazy. I like, so it's like 4 videos of post commentary or 3 videos of post commentary. And as I was numbering them, I'm numbering them like 51 post, 49 post, and things like that. And I'm going like, it's not gonna take. I numbered them up to like 51, and I was thinking it's not gonna take that many videos, and it completely did. The handicaps will also, the handicaps can miniaturize you and turn you into a frog. Or toad, I guess it is. I don't know. When it happens to you, it says toad. So they assume it's a toad. But it's clearly a frog. It's clearly, the sprite is of a frog. There's a huge difference between a toad and a frog. Like, I get that we think that they're interchangeable because, you know, like, they have the same basic anatomy, but they look completely different. Oh, I should say, so I've been building a sauna in my backyard. And, you know, it's essentially a small tin shack with solid styrofoam insulation and then tar papered on the inside. And then, I cut up, like, I messed around and altered a propane patio heater to heat up the rocks. And, like, it worked really well. I mean, it allowed me to make a basket with, like, legs that the rocks sit in on the stone floor that I laid down. And it took me a couple weeks. And it'll cook you right out of that thing. I mean, it'll absolutely cook you out of it. But, yeah, when I was tar papering it the other day, I ran into, like, a little baby toad hopping around. I thought that was cute. And then I couldn't find him again, so I hope he's safe. Because I like little baby toads. I like frogs, too, but... yeah, you just see, you know, you see more toads on land because they bury themselves in dirt. They like that. In fact, there was a really big one under my niece's daughter has like a ball pit. And it's essentially like it's a sandbox. It's one of those like turtle-shaped sandboxes. But it's filled with just like balls you would find in like a ball pit. She loves it. I don't know why. I was messing around with it one day and there was a big toad underneath it. And she's deathly afraid of them. Which I think is kind of funny because me and her mom and her aunt all grew up as kids together, catching frogs and stuff. And, like, none of those girls are afraid of toads or frogs. Like, it's kind of funny that my niece had a daughter who is deathly afraid of frogs. And toads. And probably any lizard, I would assume. So, for this guy, I usually killed him using beta because it just keeps him from, you know, popping out, you know, you having to fight 8 of them or whatever. I thought it was really funny that I used beta and then got the limit break, which probably, I don't know, miniaturized if a limit break would kill him. So there you go, you get through all 8 battles, and it'll assign you a final battle point score that you get. And the one I get for this is pretty average. Like 3,000 to 5,000 points, reasonably average. The worst I ever got was under 600 for a full 8 battles, and this is the run for the best, so you'll see the best one. Really, though, most of the points come from the final handicap. If you can get, there's an all materia broken one, and that I think is the best point value. I'm not sure. And these guys are obnoxious because they do silk right away and slow you down. As a result of winning all 8 battles and talking to that woman, you will get the accessory sprint shoes, which automatically puts you in haste. And, like, that makes this so much easier because you get ready before other enemies. You can take out the first 2 sections of battles without ever having to do anything. Like, it's fantastic. So there we go, getting no handicap there. And, like, that's how important the late handicaps are, is that they don't really do anything. I mean, like, that you can get a 7 really early on, which doesn't help you at all, and still get, you know, I think I break 11,000 in this run. So yeah, so I built this sauna, and it's fantastic. You can either do the, like, that heater will actually get the rocks, like, glowing red hot. It's unbelievable. And I mean, like, glowing, like, black. Times 30 damage is pretty devastating. Like, I don't know. But one battle thing, it knocked me down to 1. And then I had to start a battle right away. I mean, I lost. Like, instantaneously got hit by an enemy. Like, bird kicked. But yeah, and I mean, like, blacksmith metal red hot. Like, those things get hot. It is unbelievable. And like I said, the room is pretty much, you know, water resistant and almost airtight. So it really, you know, you got to kind of watch it, because if you're not really careful about what you're doing, like, I'm sure you can, I know you can create steam hot enough off those rocks to burn you. But seriously, in such a small space, you could probably create steam hot enough to, like, burn your mucous membranes or your eyes. And so you gotta, you know, it helps to use cold water instead of hot water. I've learned that too. But I just wanted it because, like, it's relaxing. Like, it's nice. Like, you're in far better shape, I think, if you just, like, do the dry heat thing. I haven't really done much of that, because that's such a longer process. Like, you can do so much better in dry heat than you can in wet heat. You know, I have trouble staying in there for half an hour. You know, wet heat. You probably shouldn't be in a sauna that long anyway, so. Or a steam room, I don't know, I guess it's interchangeable which one it is. I don't know that that's exactly the technical, you know, definition of sauna. Sauna and steam room are two completely different things, I think. But I'm using the term interchangeably. So yeah, it was like a 3-week project. I mean, just because I work full time and then I do this. And this is like essentially a part-time job. I spend so much time playing video games. So it was quite a project. I would just, like, I'd come home 7 in the morning from my 8-hour factory shift and spend like 4 hours working on this thing. Cutting tin with circular saws and trying not to catch myself on fire. Like, Beta missed that snake. I was so weirded out by that when it happened. I was like, how is there still an enemy alive? So yeah, it was quite a project, but it's fantastic. Like, I'm especially happy about how bug resistant it is, that I don't have to worry about things crawling on me. I mean, I'm sure bugs can get in there. I haven't had a problem with them yet, so that's enough for me. All right. So, magic materia broken. That was our last one. And you saw that there was one where it was all 5 materia. That's the one, that's the best. I have point value one, I believe. Because that's all materia broken. But then we wouldn't be able to use enemy skills, and how we would beat up this guy with half hit points is beyond me. Because, like, the easiest way to beat this guy up is with Beta, because he uses Aqualung. So, but he's not resistant to fire magic. Which, by the way, Beta is a fire-based spell. So we were lucky here that Poison Storm didn't kill us. So here we go. Here's Meteor Rain. And just takes him apart. It's fantastic. So there we go. Alright, so here is the end of the whole battle thing sequence. So we had 41,765, and we go over here and buy the championship belt, which is an accessory that increases your strength and I think your vitality by 30, which is amazing. It's an amazingly powerful accessory. Yeah, power and vitality. That's awesome. And so we have to spend, I mean, I don't know, again, if we lose these, but I spent the rest of these. I bought an ether, and then I guess probably 2 potions would be, but I could have bought a Phoenix down, which would have made just as much sense. Because it's not like I'm going to use the potions. I might later. My habit in RPGs is to use the smaller healing items sometimes, just in mass quantities rather than the big ones, just to get rid of them, like when I get close to 99. So here you go. You talk to her. I watched you in 8 battles. I want you to have this. And she gives you sprint shoes. So now, like I said, I went off, and I earned enough GP to battle up to 35,000 points again. And actually, I got to like 32 and then had to go back. No, 38. I got to 38. And so exchange them, and we buy everything else. So, and believe me, this took a long time. So you get speed plus materia, which is okay. Preemptive materia, which is awesome. Enemy lure, which is also awesome. And then I did get the Fury Ring, or whatever it is. Is it Fury Ring? I got 2 of those, I think, because I had to go back. I didn't realize I didn't have enough. So I recorded this, and then had to do one more series of battles. So there we go, enemy lure. And like I said, all materia, and all really cool. So, yeah, see, we're just short of the Fury Ring. So when we come back, we will have enough for it. And, yeah. So this is it. This is the end of the last. And you always get the consolation prize tissue. I don't think there's any use for it. I think it's supposed to be a joke. Like, it would only be funny if you died. It came out and they're like, here's your consolation prize. It's a tissue. Or the world's smallest violin would also be funny. Yeah, see, it says once you leave the arena. So I don't know if it's once you leave the area. Or once you actually leave this room. So there we go. We get the Fury Ring. Which we'll never use, but I just wanted to get it to get it. I don't know. I don't know why I did it. Like, I guess I did it to do it. Like, it might come in handy. I don't know. All right, so that'll be it. And when we come back, more of this stuff. Bye, everybody.